They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make
King Harold, King's Club Casino, King's Club Roulette. I'm all freshened up because I had a surprise visit last night. King Chuck Ritter and his lovely wife, Cindy, live up in Wisconsin, and they came down on their way to their timeshare in Hilton Head, checked in with me, and decided to make a pit stop at the Shelbyville Casino. I went over and we had a delightful dinner and got to meet each other and then go out and do some things in the casino. It was just, it was such a wonderful time of fellowship and enjoying time together. And it once again proved, like dating all the way back to when King Val came out here, New Yorker, originally from Ukraine, and then followed up by Kings JP and Mike, who came from the Big Apple. They are original Big Apple types. And then to have the Wisconsin folks come down, it reaffirmed to me one of the things that I have come to know, and that is everything that we see out in the world that distresses us, the things that we see of people doing horrible things, they are the small percentage. Most everybody is like the rest of us in this kingdom. We're all good people, just like Chuck and Cindy, wonderful human beings like Val and JP and Mike, just truly great people coming from all variety, styles of life and locations, geographical, and raised in differing value systems. And still, what is produced is heart and soul good Americans. And it's so gratifying when I see it, and it freshened me up last night because we had a great dinner and great social time together. Then we went out, and unbeknownst to me, Chuck's quite a craps player. He's got an interesting strategy. He plays the 6 and the 8, places them with $25 bets, and then he bets $60 on don't come, which puts him in a position to where every time the 6 and 8 hits, he takes $30. It pays 6 to 5. So he takes his money every 6 and 8, and all the other numbers don't matter. And then when the 7 does come up and it takes his 6 and 8 money away, well, he's got that don't come money. And so that makes it an even wash on the bets. And so it's really a situation, as long as the dice are rolling, he's picking up his 6s and 8 money. And then when the 7 does come, well, he breaks even and then he restarts. And so it was so much fun to play with them and to watch those progressions and to have some time together. And then they had a hotel nearby. They got rested up and hit the road this morning. I had some emails with Chuck earlier today. So Chuck,
maybe we can do a video on Chuck's behalf and show it on the craps game on one of these videos.
Angel comes in. If there is interest in the kingdom, I will definitely show you the Chuck style of playing craps. If there's interest in the kingdom on how to do it, of course, we'll be doing it with a simulator, and it gets a little tricky, but we would. If you're interested in seeing it, we definitely will do it. I got my brain freshened up, and I got an idea. I wanted to play a low roller roulette for you today, and I'm using one of the sequences that I use in Baccarat, where I use a sequence in Baccarat of player, banker, player, player, banker, banker, player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. It's a nice way to go back and forth, and if you don't get caught up in something in a bad string, it definitely produces. It's not something that I'm absolutely sold on yet, but it has produced, and so I'm going to use it in. Tell you ahead of time how I'm going to do it. We're going to play low roller here. We've got $100. We're going for $115. Then our very next session, we're going to play this again, and we're going to play it beginning at $40. D'Alembert, up 3, down 2. We're going to do up 3, down 2 now as well, but they're with dollar units starting at $6, if you follow me. And we are going to go play 3 bets. We're going to play the low and the high with 2 columns, having 3 bets out there. You'll see how it goes, but we're going to begin with high because we're going to go high, and with the high goes the columns 2 and 3. With the low goes columns 1 and 2. So we're going to play high columns 2 and 3, low columns 1 and 2, high columns 2 and 3, high columns 2 and 3, low columns 1 and 2, low columns 1 and 2. We're going to repeat. We're going to use the D'Alembert betting starting at $6 up $3 on losses, down $2 on the wins. I've got the angel here.
How do you pick the columns?
We picked the columns based on the sequence of high, low, high, high, low, low. High always goes hand in hand with column 2 and 3.
Okay.
So we're beginning, and we got a betting structure and a sequence. So let's just see how it goes. We're going to start with $6. The first bet, no matter what the last bet is or the last color, we don't care about any of that. We're just going to go straight in with $6 on the high, $6 on the columns 2 and 3. And the adjustments are going to be up 3, down 2. We're looking to make $15. We're starting with a $100 bet. We have $18 exposed right now. And there are spoiler alert. We may not hit them, we might. But as you can see with the 19 to 36, oh shoot! Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got this wrong. This is not. This is not columns. I'm in columns so much. We have $6 on 19 to 36, and we have $6 on the second dozen. We're playing numbers here, King Harold. Catch up. So we have $6 on dozens 2 and 3, and as you can see, the dozen number 2 has the 13 through the 18. And so those numbers will create a push. On a push, the bet's going to stay the same. So we're going to play it. Here we go. First spin. We're playing high. We're playing dozens 2 and 3. As you can see, that's a $12 win. We won the 19 to 36, and we won on the third dozen. So now we go to the low, which is we're going to first off we're going to reduce to $4 to bet. We're going down 2 units. So we got a $4 bet, and we got a $4 bet on 1 to 18, because this is the sequence of low. We're going high, low, high, high, low, low. On the high, we have the 19 to 36. We have dozens 2 and 3. On the low, we play the low side and dozens 1 and 2. We're at $4, having won the first bet.
So you're bringing some background into the roulette game.
That's
huh?
right. That's right. We're exposing a little background into the roulette game, and what we've just done is we've just beaten our profit. Do I just keep playing?
Yeah, you have to keep playing.
Because I mean we're up $20 right now.
Yeah, play for 10 minutes. Or
Okay, so we'll play for a little while longer. So we just won at $4. So we're supposed to drop 2. So we'll go to $2. We're on the high. We'll go high, low, high, high, low, low. So we're on the high. We're going to $2 on the high side, and there we are. That's the sequence. This is the high side. This is using the baccarat. Angel caught right onto it. Okay, so there you saw it. The 17 hit, which is a winner in the second dozen, but is not a winner on the high. And so that was a break even. So we're going to stay at the $2, but we're on the high anyway because we go to high twice. So we're going to stay here, $2 and $2. And we have a total of $6 bet on the high side with dozens 2 and 3. And there's a $4 win. So we're going to repeat that on the low side. $2, $2, 1 to 18, dozens, 1 and 2. This is actually the 5th sequence. And there's a $4 win. We're going to repeat that bet because you have high, low, high, high, low, low. This is the 6th sequence, which is a repeat of the previous sequence. So now we're staying at dozens 1 and 2 and the low side. Oh, and good, there's a loss. I say good because you don't learn anything just by winning everything. So that was at a $2 bet. So now we're going to go back to the top of the rack, which is a high bet. The $2 bet adds $3 to it, right, Angel?
Yep, so it'll be 5.
So we're going to 5, and we are going on dozens 2 and 3 and the high side with a $15 bet. And there we go. Maybe we'll have some misfortune here. Good, good. That's some misfortune. Good. So now we go low, And we're going to an $8 bet. And an $8 bet on the low side with dozens 1 and 2. This is the second sequence. $8 bet loses. We go to $11 bet on the high. We have a $100 bankroll, and $11 bet is a pretty steep bet. $33 is out there. We're on the high. First step of a repeating on the high side.
All right, what are you at? All right, $5, okay.
So the 11 gives us a $9 bet that we're going to bet on the high. We're going down 2 units. And we're betting $9 on each of the high side bets. Good, that's a good loss. So now we're going to continue on. We go to the low now, but we go with a $12 bet because this is the first of the 2 low sequences at the end of the full range. So $12. These are pretty big bets for the low roller.
Yeah, for having $100, yeah.
But when you got 3 bets, it turns out to be quite a bit of a number. So the $24 win at $12 it was, right?
Yeah.
So that was on the low side. So then we go this one here to $10.
$10, yeah.
$10, so we're going back to the high side, and we're going to repeat the high here. This is the sequence where the first repeat comes. Dozens 2 and 3, 19 to 36, $10 bet. So now we go to an $8 bet, but we stay up here. This is the second sequence. This is actually the 5th step, if you're charting with me. And we're at $8 on the high side.
Where are we at in money? You lost me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm lost myself too. That was the $8 bet. We're up $38, so
Okay, so you doubled your.
this is.
So you're at 38% of your money that you want.
Yeah,
you can keep on playing. Just keep. If you're having fun, just go play a couple more, just to see if you lose. Why not?
Okay, so we just won $16, so that was $8. So let's go to $6 on the low.
If you make it back down to $2, then you can stop.
Sometimes I think Angel's trying to figure out a way to get me beat. When I'm sitting here with a $38 profit talking about discipline and humility. And what am I doing? Throwing caution to the wind on the low side. But that's a break-even bet there, and we had $6 bets. So.
And you're still at $6 bet, and you're still on low.
And we're still on low.
And you're still on low. You could have just repeated
I could have
that.
left them there, because this is the second sequence of the low, exactly. And final sequence of the whole 6. We're on the low side. Okay, so we go to high for $4.
Yeah. You need to keep on showing them where you're at on your budget there.
So that's going to be a loser, but it's going to be a push because it did occur in the second.
Where are we at on money?
We're $50 ahead, so we're made 50%. Do you want to play one more at $4?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so this would be low because I think we went up to there.
Yeah, you're going back. This is low.
Okay.
The one low.
Okay. Always helps to have him here. He's not a waste of time. He's a guy who tracks where I'm going. So we're on the low side. And that's pretty low. That's really a low number. So we're going to go to a high on $7. brings all the money back in some. So now we're at 52. Let's go ahead and close it down. We're 52. I'm at 52%. I'm getting nervous about low rollers pushing too hard. With any algorithm, you can get caught. You can get caught on this one too. But this is solid. It's a solid way to play. We're going to play it at larger numbers and take a look at that. And then I have a second way of just going to change the selection process. We're going to play this way the next couple of sessions on the roulette wheel. We're going to play the 3 bets. We're going to play the dozens and the high-low. And the only thing we're going to change is the sequence of the betting based on the selection. And we're also going to change the amount. We're going to start at $40 for the mid-roller. And we're going to shoot for the same thing for 15%. But stay tuned for the next one. This one here, it went high, low, high, high, low, low. When you're on the high, you're playing the second and the third dozen. When you're on the low, you're playing the low numbers with the first and the second dozen. And you're using +3, -2 with single dollar units beginning at $6. So you have room to go down after wins. And you have a little bit of space in there, as you could see. And you also have the 6 numbers on either side of the second dozen that are pushes. You can hit the high. You can miss the high and still hit in the second dozen and get a push with like a 17 or an 18. And you can hit the low and miss the low rather and catch a 24. And you get a push there too, so it's helpful. And then you also win all 3. You win the dozen plus the higher the low. You win double bets many, many times, as you could see. So take a look at it. Use it in your own simulations. Play it at low numbers in your casino or on your online playing, and get a look and tell me what you're finding. Also, let us know if you want us to give you King Chuck's strategies. We can do a crap session and show you that. We're delighted to continue to put out great stuff for you, but I'm gratified at the kind of people that we have. I've been working with people on emails, folks having some struggles with things and coming up with new ideas and ways to make money. So we respond to emails, we respond to comments as best we can. It's just me and the angel here. We kind of are operating with our own life without a net out there on the wire. But
Be praying for Turbo.
Thanks for joining us today. Please like this session. Please give us some comments on what you're thinking about it.
On that note, on the wire.
The humble duo of Gideon and the angel here. For the angel, the king bids you adieu.